With the rise of virtual reality, one of the things that we've come to realize is that VR is at its best when providing players with realistic experiences or over-the-top fantastical experiences. And Shooty, developed by nDreams, is a game that manages to compile both of these scenarios into one package. But is it a package we want to open? Let's find out. Shooty is a game that lets you live out your job simulator-style dreams as a grocery store checkout employee. The job is made all the more difficult when hordes of rambunctious fruit take it upon themselves to run wild in the store. Therefore, it is up to you to pull double duty and exterminate the wild fruit with an array of weapons. So at its core, this is an arcade-style shooter that seems deceptively simple in premise, but can be quite hard to master. First, I want to talk about the gameplay. The game has many weapons, but in order to earn said weapons, you have to successfully drag items across the checkout scanner. The more items you successfully scan, the faster your weapons will become available to you. But that is just the start. Eventually, you can also work as a canteen employee where you must place food items on trays, and if you do that, you'll eventually be promoted to bagger, where you have to place food items in their designated slots. If you want to unlock all the weapons in the game, you can expect to see 18 in total. In order to unlock new weapons, you must perform well enough in the levels to earn stars, and also every time you complete a level, you earn juice points, which you can use to purchase new weapons from the vending machine in the employee lounge area. There are also power-ups that you can utilize during the levels to possibly help you get out of some sticky situations. The levels can get hectic when multiple fruit are coming towards you and damaging your workstation. If they do enough damage, then it's game over. This is definitely not a relaxing game because you're always under pressure, but that's okay because it's all part of the fun. The game does an excellent job of not feeling tedious thanks to some of the most accurate and responsive shooting mechanics to grace the PlayStation VR. From an audio-visual perspective, Shooty is solid even on the OG PS4. The old-school 1950s and 60s aesthetic, combined with a vibrant color palette, definitely gives the game a unique look, and the sound fits well with its department store-style tunes. The sounds of the guns firing were also satisfying, which pleasantly surprised me, being that this was an arcade shooting gallery. We all know I can't give a review without mentioning accessibility, and the great thing about Shooty is that you have the ability to adjust counter height and gun rack height whenever needed. This makes it a breeze to play the entire game seated, as you're not straining to reach anything. As long as your arm space is not obstructed, anyone that can use 2 move controllers will have no problems blasting fruit. When it comes to VR, replayability is always a top concern, and there's plenty to be had in Shooty. There are many unlocks and challenges in this title, so while mileage will always vary, I could see spending 5 to 8 hours easily, depending on how on point your sharpshooting is. As far as shortcomings, the game really doesn't have many. The moving in the employee lounge area is teleportation that is based on where you're looking, and I found myself feeling too close to objects that I would teleport to in the room. Also, the monotone narrator is meant to be humorous, and she is, but she can also be repetitive after a while. My final verdict would be, Shooty is a game for anyone that wants a standout shooting gallery with charm and polish that can provide hours of frantic fun. And the $20 price tag I feel is appropriate, given that we paid that much for Rush of Blood, which was an amazing game, but this game has much more content. I would especially recommend this game for fans of Job Simulator, as the similarities are evident within minutes of playing. I fully expect this game to be one that PSVR owners will praise and go back to, simply because it's not a game that takes itself too seriously, and is just a great time all around. Well, those are my thoughts on Shooty Fruity. I appreciate you guys checking out the video. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. And I have lots more coming for you guys as I work to catch up on my PSVR backlog. Thanks, and I'll talk to you guys soon.